It's always valuable for President Zelenskyy to visit anywhere, whether it's in Europe or whether it's in the United States, but it's very valuable for people here to be able to talk to President Zelenskyy directly, hear directly from him how important it is for the United States or Europeans or wherever he's visiting to continue to support Ukraine as it defends itself against the Russians. This has been a hard year. There's no doubt about it. This has been a very difficult year for Ukrainians and Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian people. And it's important that people who support Ukraine in the United States, in Europe, in the Far East, we see the Japanese are stepping up to help the Ukrainians as well. It's important for them all to keep the focus, to keep the support, to keep the assistance coming so that Ukraine can continue to defend itself, and by doing that, defend Europe and defend the United States. So it's important for him to visit. I think it was a useful visit. The way politics works in the United States, just like in Kiev, just like in European capitals, is you don't expect an immediate change, an immediate vote on an assistance package, for example, in this case. But there will be a vote on the assistance package for Ukraine sooner or later. I'm hoping it's sooner. It looks like it's not going to be in December, but probably early in January. And people, the senators and congressmen who had the opportunity to talk to President Zelenskyy when he was here in December will have that in mind as they vote. And so his visit was helpful as they prepare to vote for that assistance. So there is a huge military power. There is an enemy that is trying to take over your country, take over Ukraine. And as I understand it from the generals and also from President Zelenskyy, there is a change in strategy. I was visiting Kiev in October and had the opportunity to talk to the senior military officials. And they described the problems that they had using the tactics and strategy that had been worked out with NATO officials. They described in great detail how difficult it is to break through Russian lines with military, with armor, with infantry fighting vehicles, with armored fighting vehicles. The tanks, the armored vehicles, are not going to be the tactics or strategy that breaks through the Russian lines, nor are Russian tanks going to be the tactics or strategy that breaks through Ukrainian lines. This senior military official told me in October that armor is obsolete, that tanks and infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, obsolete. Now it's going to be a matter of long-range fires, long-range interruption of logistics and lines of communication. So therefore, the long-range weapons and precision-guided missiles are going to be part of the military capability that is necessary for a new strategy. President Zelenskyy was asked while he was here that same question that you asked. That is there a new strategy? What is the new strategy? And President Zelenskyy said, rightly, that he's not going to tell the world what the new strategy is. He doesn't want to tell the Russians what the new strategy is. He says there is a plan, there is a strategy, and that there will be success in 2024 if the United States and Europe provides these weapons that he's asking for. So it's air defense, certainly, air defense to defend cities around Ukraine, as well as fighting troops on the front line. Air defense is really important. Long-range fires are important for the reasons I said, to disrupt the logistics of the Russians. The F-16s, the fighter jets that are coming, and Ukrainian pilots are training right now, and they'll be able to bring those F-16s to the fight early next year, as well as a lot of work on drones and other technology. But the drone technology, the long-range drones, the attack drones, the reconnaissance drones, those are really important for this next phase of the fight. So there is a strategy. We need the United States and European nations and Far Eastern nations, the alliance that's supporting Ukraine, we need to step up and provide Ukrainian military, with the tools that they need to be able to succeed.